Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you had a very happy and merry Christmas with all of your friends and family and got to spend time and bond and spend quality time with everybody. I am back with another video for you guys. I'm so sorry I left you guys hanging last week. I don't even know where to start. It was just a freaking crazy week. I'm telling you, I didn't even have time to breathe. That's how busy it was last week. Usually I am done Christmas shopping by the end of November. That is just it for me. I have to be done because December to me, I don't even want to go outside because it is just packed like crazy, like sometimes very unnecessary, packed out everywhere. So I just try to avoid shopping during the month of December period. This time I did not do that at all. I procrastinated and waited last minute, and oh my gosh, worst mistake of my life. Never doing this again, ever ever ever. So last week I had to literally buy everything in a week, the craziest week of all time actually. So I just had to get all my Christmas shopping done, and then I had to take care of my nephew for 2 straight days. I had to stay over at my sister's house because I couldn't really bring the baby here to my boyfriend's house because the dogs and just everything is just hectic over here. So I decided to stay at her house for 2 straight days because she was in the delivery room. She gave birth to such a cute, adorable baby on December 20th. So yeah, she gave birth, and then I had work Friday and Saturday all day long. So but enough of me talking. I really hope you guys enjoy this makeup look that I did today. I love it so much. It came out just as I imagined and planned, so that's always a good thing. But yeah, if you guys are interested in learning how to create this New Year's Eve glam makeup look, then just please keep on watching. Alright guys, so I did already prep my face. I'm just going to be adding foundation primer and also be adding some of these illuminating drops from BoxyCharm. The primer that I'm going to be using is from Mercier, so I'm just going to be adding these two really quickly and then we can move on to foundation. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using this MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in NC20. This foundation, I believe I use this in exactly all of my videos just because this is one of my holy grail foundations. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's just amazing. But I will try out new foundations in the future, I promise. I just really can't get enough of this. I'm obsessed. And I'll just be blending this all out with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. And I'm just going to add this on my lips as well. Some people don't like doing this step, but I do. Alright, for concealer, we're going to be using the Studio Finish Concealer from MAC, also in NC20. And I'm also going to be using this Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I forgot what shade this was. It doesn't have it anywhere on here, but if I figure it out, I will list it down below for you guys. And I'm just going to blend this out really fast. Oh, you guys, I really do hate filming when I have to rush, but I have to have a video up this week for you guys. Like I left you guys hanging last week. I cannot do the same this week. No. I am rushing because usually when I do film, when I'm planning to film, I make sure that I start early in the morning. That way I can be done by like, you know, 1, 2, no later than 3. Because it does take me a while to film, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, Brian does come home from work like around 5, and by that time I have to be done because I have to clean the room and all that stuff. So yeah, and today I started like 1, so Lord Jesus help me. that I finish on time because to cream contour the face, I'm going to be using this foundation from L'Oreal. This is their True Match foundation, and this is in the shade N8. And to blend all of this out, I'm going to be using this oval brush from Vanity Planet's oval brush set, the one that I showed you guys on my last video. I really like this to blend out this cream contour. So I'm just going to do this quickly because, you know, we in a time crunch right now. And of course, to set the face, I'm going to be using my Mercier translucent powder. To add a little bit more color back into my skin, I'm going to be using this MAC Studio Fix powder in C6, and I'm also going to be using this BHCosmetics face brush in number 2. I'm going to basically apply this everywhere where I would contour and apply bronzer to. And I will be adding just a little bit, the rest that I have on my brush, to the center of my face. Contour my face, I'm going to be using this TooFace Chocolate Soleil bronzer in medium deep matte, and I'm also going to be using this Morphe brush in M437. And of course, I'm going to be using this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in Dark Tan. You guys know this is one of my absolute favorite fucking powders. I love this to bronze up my face and to add a little bit more warmth into my skin. And I just love this. I just love it so much. And I'm Alright guys, so for this makeup look, we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette again. This is the third video I have used this palette for back-to-back already, and I just feel like this is such a great palette. I know that almost every single person has this palette. I mean, come on, let's be real, who does not have this palette? But if you don't, I promise I will change up the palette soon. It's just that I just feel like there's a lot of shades in here that call my attention out, and I just want to play with a lot of these shades in this palette. So yeah, this probably will be the last video of me using this palette, just because I don't want to bore you guys either. So yeah, let's enjoy this moment using the last time for the last time, hopefully for the last time, the Jaclyn Hill palette. So anyway, and the shade we're going to be using today for our transition color is this shade here. And I'm going to be using this Morphe M576. So I'm just going to be taking that shadow and adding that right into my crease. I really want my crease to be super defined, just because we are going to be doing a cut crease. Next, we're going to dive into this shade right here. Why the heck did I just say dive in? Bitch, we're gonna dive into the shade. Okay, so we're just gonna dive into this shade here, and we're going to be using the same brush, and we're just going to keep doing the same thing. Okay, we're just going to keep adding this into the crease because it has to be really, really defined. So I do start applying this in circular motions onto the outer corner first, and then drag the rest into the crease. You don't want to go too outward, just a little bit, enough for that to help that cut crease look a little bit more curved here at the end. But yeah, do not forget that step, please. It's so important. I do bring out that dark shade a little bit more upward, just because I do go a little bit more over from where my natural crease ends. So just make sure you think about that as well. The next shade we're going to be using is this one right here with the same brush. And again, we're just going to be doing the same thing, packing the shadows even more to create a more defined crease. And the very last shade we're going to be using for our crease is this shade here. We're just going to be adding this right here on the crease. I know it looks a little bit messy right now, but we are going to be hooking this look up in a bit when we cut the crease, you guys. Wait for it. Alright guys, so now we're going to be cutting the crease. First, I'm going to cut the crease with this Tarte Shape Tape in light medium honey, and I'm also going to be adding this on top of the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking a very small shader brush, flat shader brush, and I'm going to start cleaning up the lid first, and that includes all of this as well, so the outer corner. Now I'm slowly going to start dragging this up into my crease, and now what I'm going to do is look up and make sure that if it does transfer, that's how high I want to go onto my lid. So I'm just going to add a little bit more here and look up. Alright, so that's how high I want to go into my crease. Just make sure you take your time, no rush here. Alright, so now that we have our cut crease on, we're going to be adding the lid shade. I am in between this emerald shimmer one and then this matte one here, but I'm not sure which one I want to do, honestly. They're both so pretty, but I do want to do matte just because we are going to be doing glitter on the crease. So we're going to stick to the plan. We're going to be using this very hunter green shadow. Alright, so I did leave a little bit of the cut crease a little bit open right here, as you guys can see, just because that's where we're going to be applying the glitter. So there was no point in me covering that up because the glitter was going to cover it up anyway. So I'm just going to be adding glitter to this look. I'm going to be using the TooFace Glitter Glue, my favorite. And for the actual glitter, I'm going to be using the BHCosmetics Glitter Collection. This is in silver. So I'm just going to grab a pointed liner brush like this, and it's really tiny, and I'm just going to be adding the glue there, glitter with this onto that. And just go ahead. Make sure you take your time with this as well because it can get a little bit tricky. Alright you guys, so I did add all of the shadows that we used for the crease on the bottom lash line. We're now just going to move on to liner, and we're going to be using the NYX Liquid Liner in Matte. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Tarteist mascara. While the lashes are drying, I'm just going to be applying liner to my bottom lash line, and I'll be using the NYX Gel Liner. For the inner corner, I'm going to be using this Hikari Lip and Cheek, stick. It's a really creamy kind of base that I'm going to be using. before I apply the actual shadow that I'm going to be using for the inner corners. So first I'll be applying this as my base, and then these two right here from the BHCosmetics Cool Stone Marble Collection palette. And for highlight, I'm going to be using this SamMarcel palette, and I'm going to be taking these two shades right here. And lastly, for the lips, I'm going to be using this LINA&LENA San Francisco liquid lipstick in Sweet Escape. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this gloss from Rimmel London. This is their Stay Glossy. I don't even know if they have these anymore, but yeah, I'm not even sure what is the shade of this one. It's pretty old, I'm not gonna lie, but I still really like this. Alright guys, so that was it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I definitely did enjoy making this for you guys. This is honestly such a look for me. I really do love this so much. It came out so good. So if you guys do recreate this makeup look, don't forget to tag me on all of your photos. I would love to see them. And I hope all of you have a wonderful New Year's Eve Sunday night. I love you guys. Take care. Don't drink and drive. Be safe, please. It is not worth it. And I really hope this year brings all of you everything you wish for, love and happiness and just positivity all year round. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon in my first 2018 video next week. I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye guys.